We're going to further talks about bigger retirement, money, more benefits, etc. But we've never heard any more. Do you know this will go on until we have another strike before we get this thing? Look at the pittance you get now. A man retiring after 50 years in the bloody pit. You're not serious.
What would you say, Norman? There's a personal opinion of mine is this, that we are at the grassroots of most problems. Now, we sit in committee and we try and solve a problem. And then we set it up to area level and then goes to national level for a solution. The wheels of the machinery, in my opinion, are far too slow. You know, the movement from the grassroots to national level and back lane, it takes so long to materialise. You see, and I think this could be quickened up somehow. How we could quicken it up, I don't know. Would you know any of the cases we've had? We've got one case on now about men carrying lamps in the pit, haven't we? Now this went up, this has gone up to national level. How long has this been on? It's been on here 8 months. We haven't got a solution. And this is the way problems go. They go round and round and round. It takes so long for the machinery to get a solution.
Well, in 1961, I was at the National Conference in Rothschild when Sammy Watson and people were up there, and they were trying to lay down the miners' charter. In 1961, we have not achieved 1/3 of that charter. With all the great bounds we are supposed to have made, we haven't achieved 1/3 of that charter, and I'll tell you why. Because each year when the annual conference comes along, they throw all the side issues, side benefits, fringe benefits out of the window, wage increases, and it becomes an auction mart. Yorkshire's shouting for £20, Scotland's shouting for £25 increases, the Welshman goes one better for £30, and the Durham miners prepared to take what comes along. It's a sad fact, but we have never really attempted to educate people in our service, nor are we willing to pay them when we educate them. And so the few that has been educated have moved off into other spheres, and you're still left with the same hodgepodge schemes that we've had in the past. The NCB thinking power is always greater than what the union thinking power is. And they build these clauses into every agreement that comes along. No, it doesn't matter which agreement you pick up. It doesn't take a very intelligent man half an hour to find out that you can drive a horse and cart through various clauses. And you say, well, I would never have agreed to that, and I would never have agreed to that, and I would never have agreed to that. Why? Simply because they've been put in there now in order for the union to get a particular point across. They've had to accept these anomalies on the way through. Now, where the union falls down, they never ever referendum back to local level. The lads that count, the lads that's going to work this agreement, and they're going to exist under that agreement. And they never come back and say, no, look, lads, kick that around for half an hour, or a couple of days, or a couple of weeks, then send down your ideas, and we'll try and incorporate them into the agreement.
We should shove harder and harder and harder, without getting fed up with doing this. No, I didn't know you did, because to me again it's human nature where you say, oh lad, I'm sick. But that's the answer. Shove, 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 and keep shoving.
Oh, well, this is it. That you've got to have the will to shove.
Oh. This is true. This is what I'm saying.
No, a man has a grievance in the pit. That grievance has to be taken to the shot firer, the deputy, the overman, the fore overman, the under manager, the deputy manager, and then the general manager. And when he fails to get satisfaction after that level, he's allowed to come to the miners' lodge. But by the time he's gone through all them,
yeah, he's forgotten all about his complaint.
He hasn't forgotten all about his complaint, but he suddenly realises that he has a complaint. But these people are looking at him with certain look in their eyes. And he says to himself, I'm going to get a ring round my name. I'm going to be victimised. I'm going to be watched from now on. And he starts to lose his vigour. And so the points that should be rectified are never rectified. You're just going round in a circle.
You start from the bottom. You start as a detail hand. And then you're going from there, you get a job putting, which is more money. And then you're going from putting to coaling, which was the top job at the time. That's where the money was made. As such now, it's power loading. You get 45 quid a week, which the rise we've just won. But when you get injured at the pit, out like that, you gradually work your way back down again, and you're back to where you started from. Simple as that. If you get injured, you just kind of go up on the face. You kind of lift heavy things, or you just kind of keep up with the team. So you just gradually, there's grades at the pit. There's grade B, C, and then detail. And you gradually finish, work your way down these grades, and you finish at the bottom again. And that's until you're either forced to prematurely retire, or you're retired when you're 65. Simple as that. But there's no adjustments made for this at all. Lads just start at the bottom and finish at the bottom in the pit. Simple as that.
I've got a lad, coming on 16, another one 9. So my duty is to these. You know, my kids, that's why my duty lies. Certainly does. That was the only reason I went to the pit, and the reason I'm still at the pit, because I'm frightened to leave. I'm dead scared to walk out and say, right, I'm going to try something else. And I think the majority, well, Charlie's not like he's on the mining side, we're dead frightened to walk out and just say, right, we'll have a bash at something else.
I kind of say this, moving away. What should we move away for?
Why the hell should you?
Where else can we go? This
if
time
we
of
walk out
life,
tomorrow, Tom,
look,
where's
we're
our
unskilled.
employment?
We're unskilled. People say
Unskilled or not skilled, where's our employment?
look,
if we walk
we're a
out
skilled
tomorrow?
miner, but unskilled in any other trade. Where can we go?
I'm taking what?
Well, let's face it, lads have worked in the industry from, say, 14-year-old leaving school. They've made a bit of money, they've made a home, they've put a bit in the bank, they've had a couple of holidays, they've got a family, and you want them to turn around and just up the roads, probably leave themselves with not a bloody penny and gone somewhere else to start. Why, it's like starting all over again. Why the hell should he have to do that? It's not them that should change, it's the blooming environment around them that should change.
Exactly, I agree. You know, the environment's, it's a man's world down there, simple as that, you know. Nobody really realises, except in miner what it's like under the ground.
How about you say there's still a host of talent unexploited in the north? You know, but I mean, there's a host of talent just lying dormant. But as soon as we become part of England again, I think we'll be a long way better for it.
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, could we have competition number 8, please, into the dressing room? Thank you.
I suppose when the men get older, they're not as healthy as what a man that's sort of worked on a farm or worked in an office and things like that. The men, when they retire, they're just not healthy men that sort of can plan for their retirement and say, well, I'll do this or plan something, you know, to do. They sort of retire and then they just